Hello everybody and welcome to Marine Biology, also known as Marine Life and its Environment. So we are here at Moore Park for our fall semester 2020, and like I'm sure you noticed, not everything is back to normal yet. So I do apologize about that, but we're going to do the best that we can, and even though you guys aren't with me in class, I'm still going to be here with you every single week. So I'm so sorry that you guys don't actually get to, be with us in class and do the in-person dissections and the field trips and stuff like that. But you know what, it is what it is, and we're still going to learn a lot, and we're still going to have a lot of fun. So this is just a little introductory video kind of to let you know what you should expect throughout the semester. So imagine this is day one of class and we're going over the syllabus. So in fact, if that's what you guys want to do, if you want to kind of pull up the syllabus, we can look on it as we go. First thing, the CRN, the normal, registration number that we need is 71364, so hopefully you guys are in the right class. Just kidding, because you wouldn't be able to see this video if you weren't in the right class. So again, this is marine biology or marine life and its environment. So that's what we're going to be focusing on this semester. As I'm sure you can tell, I'm totally hilarious. I don't know, I'm better in person. But, I'm trying to make this as fun and entertaining for you guys as I possibly can. Most people, when they think of marine biology, think like, oh, I'm going to learn about dolphins. That's like really small part of our actual class. We're going to be learning about a lot. We're going to be starting the first part of the semester learning about like the chemistry of water and the actual aquatic environment. And then we're going to be getting on into the actual phylums, which is my favorite part, of the actual animals that live in the ocean, all the way from the microscopic, phytoplankton to the big whales that we're going to be talking about. So really, really fun stuff. And then at the end of the semester, we're going to be focusing on the ecosystem. So like the coral reefs, the intertidal ecosystem, all sorts of different fun types of ecosystems. So we're really going to cover a lot of information. Now, I should warn you, when it comes to the animal part, yes, it's the most fun, but it also is a ton of work. There's a lot to memorize. So you have to learn things like different words like actinopterygii, right? Long words, elasmobranchii, chondrichthyes, osteichthyes, and you're like, what are all these words she's saying? Well, they are Latin-based, so a lot of these words are really long and complicated. But, you do have to learn them because it's really an important part of marine biology. So we really can't get away from the taxonomy part of it. So I do apologize in advance, but like I said, I'm going to make it as fun and as entertaining as I possibly can for you guys. So our lab and our lecture actually meets on Tuesdays and Thursdays between 1 and 2:15, and then the lab between 2:30 and 5:30. Obviously, we're not going to be meeting in class. So I'm going to have weekly video recordings for you guys, and that's kind of your attendance. So you do have to watch the videos. Now, I already have PowerPoints posted for you guys, but I don't have all the videos recorded yet. So I'm going to be doing that throughout the semester. And sometimes I record them out of order, so just bear with me. If the videos aren't up yet, don't worry. They will be up as soon as I possibly can. It takes me a little bit to edit them and upload them to YouTube and stuff, but they're up there. Let's see. You have, PowerPoints to go over and then the videos to watch, so the video is kind of like my lecture. Now, a lot of people are probably going to be like, I can just look at the PowerPoints. I tell stories, I give examples, I make stupid little movements with my body to kind of like illustrate points. You guys really have to watch the videos. If you're already watching this video, then you're on a good start. But really, these videos are crucial. I give you guys a lot of information that's not in the PowerPoints. So if you just think, oh, I can get away with just using the PowerPoints, you really can't. You have to be here for these videos, otherwise you're not going to get as much of information as you would have if you'd watched the videos. So bear with me, but luckily for you guys, you can just hit that pause button if you're like, I need a minute, I need a break from her. Just hit the pause button and come back. And again, you can watch them at any point in time during the whole week. I will try to post them as soon as I can, so that if you guys want to get ahead, you can. Just try not to fall behind. So it's really easy to get ahead and stay on track, but it's also super easy to fall behind. So don't fall behind. Online classes are really hard. Okay, so don't think that, oh yeah, it's going to be super easy. There's a lot of information. And remember, even though we're online, I still have to act as if we are in class. So the information is going to be tough. So just make sure that you guys are there and you're paying attention and you're actually watching these videos and going over the PowerPoints while you do so, and you'll be fine. I always recommend to people to kind of like keep the PowerPoints up next to my videos, and then you can kind of follow along and click on the slides as I go. Really super helpful way to study for these things. So what else? We're not meeting in class ever, but we're also not having meetings like a weekly Zoom meeting. If you guys need to, I can schedule one for you guys, like maybe towards the midterm or towards the final, especially when it comes to the lab stuff. If you guys want to meet with me actually in person on Zoom, totally fine. But we're not going to be meeting every single week, so keep that in mind as well. that you don't have me as accessible as you would if we were actually meeting in class. But I'm always here via email. So you guys have my email, sbensman@vccd.edu. That's the fastest way to reach me. You can contact me through Canvas, but I won't see them nearly as quickly as I will if you actually just straight email me. So remember, all this information is in the syllabus, so just make sure that you're reading along the syllabus and you're getting all of your information there. Most of the information I've posted to the Canvas site already, so we have our syllabus up, we have our dates up, we have some of the labs up already. I think I have all the labs up already, actually, and some of the lectures. So again, the PowerPoints are already. So make sure that, again, you're checking up on these Canvas sites at least 2 times a week. So if we're supposed to be meeting twice a week, so imagine that that's your responsibility. You have to go on the Canvas site at least twice a week to double check things. A lot of the times the schedules get changed, or maybe I'm running late on a video, my computer crapped out or something, I don't know. But anyway, announcements can be made weekly, and so therefore things kind of get changed sometimes. So double check the Canvas announcement page and all that. If you're unfamiliar with Canvas, make sure that you guys contact IT. They have a specialized Canvas IT just for you guys so that they can help you work your way through that. Also, Labster. So all of our labs are going to be done through Labster. It's basically through Canvas. You just click on the little Labster tab on the left-hand side of your Canvas navigation page, and that'll tell you everything that you guys need to know. But your computer has to be capable, or at least compatible, with Labster. So double check that early on in the semester. I can give you guys a little extension if you're having IT problems, your computer's not working or the program's not working with it. Like sometimes it doesn't like Safari, but it likes Firefox, or the other way around. I don't know. So double check all that before, don't wait till the last minute, like, oh, it's due at midnight and I'm starting it at 11 and it's not working. So let me know in advance and I can extend deadlines for you guys. But once we get rolling, you can't say, oh, 6 weeks in, I have IT problems. That's probably not true. You probably just forgot to do your homework. So keep on track of dates and stuff like that. Dates are really important, okay? This is an online class, so it's kind of work at your own pace, but you cannot fall behind. So if I have a homework assignment due, or a quiz due, or an exam due, and you miss it, you miss it. There's no makeup exams or quizzes. Exams are located under the quizzes tab. There's no actual tab for exams, so they're kind of just like really long quizzes. So if you're looking for, I don't know where the exams are, look under the quizzes tab. I think your quizzes all show up under the modules, but if they don't, it is still your responsibility to double check the due dates. Usually when you log into Canvas, on the right-hand side, it'll say to do or coming up this week, and it'll show you some of your assignments that are due next. So double check that, double check it, and look on the syllabus, guys. Like, the due dates are up, the test dates are up. So it's all going to be there for you guys. So I don't want to hear the excuse, oh, I didn't see the test under the module. It might not be under the module. It might just be under the quizzes. Okay, so make sure that you kind of navigate yourself around Canvas and kind of look and find things where they're supposed to be. And I know, again, Canvas is not perfect, but it's what we have, and it's what I have to use. So do I want to? No. Do I have to? Yes. So unfortunately, we're doing the best that we can, including myself. This class is not designed to be online. So this is my first time teaching it fully online, so I might have to adjust dates, I might have to adjust assignments, labs, etc. Just bear with me. We're all kind of trying this new way of living. So again, I've taught biology tons of times before, introductory biology, marine biology, but just not necessarily 100% online. So it's going to be a little bit different. Let's see, what else? A little bit of background about me. I am a marine biologist. I graduated from CSUN twice, with my bachelor's and my master's in marine biology. So if you ever have any questions about marine biology, I'm so happy to answer any of them because it's my favorite thing ever. I love it, love it, love it. And hopefully you guys will too. Like I said, I tell you guys really cool stories. Like when we go through the phylums, I'm going to tell you like fun sex facts. What? Yes, not a human sex, but like animal sex facts. And students always love the sex facts. It's just weird. You say the word sex and they're like, you guys perk up. It's hilarious. But I'm going to tell you guys funny jokes. I'm going to tell you, these interesting facts. I'm going to tell you unique adaptations that some of these animals have. It's going to be fascinating. But that's, again, another reason why you have to watch these videos, because this is where you're going to get the bulk of that information from. So make sure that you guys watch that. Course description, course objectives, those are all kind of designed by the college. If you want to read through them, they're in the syllabus. It's basically like if you need to know what we're going to be studying and why, you can go ahead and look through those. What else do I want to talk about to you guys? The textbooks. All right, so we are going with the textbooks, Introduction to Biology of Marine Life by Morrissey, Sumick, and Pincard. It's all, again, on the syllabus if you guys need to find it. I believe it's also through Moorpark's website. It kind of tells you what book you are required for this class. I didn't pick this particular textbook. It's not my particularly favorite textbook, but it's good, and it's got some information. The atlas that goes with this is not required, but it is kind of supplemental. In fact, I think the actual textbook skips over phylums like Arthropoda and Echinodermata and Mollusca. It's like, how can you skip over 3 of the biggest phylums in the ocean? So the atlas kind of has some supplemental information. Also really good when it talks about dissections and like certain body parts and stuff like that. Now, with that said, because we're not in class, I am going to modify our test a little bit. I'm not going to emphasize things that I would if we were in class because I can't physically show it to you, which I'd really, really like to do. So again, I might have like homework assignments on it or separate reading on it and be like, hey, go check out this particular video on it, just because it's really, really useful information. So I think The Shape of Life is by the BBC. It's really great. They don't like me pulling their clips into my videos on YouTube. I learned that because they take them off. But I will probably just give you guys the link. You must watch those videos. If I give you a supplemental video to watch, it's like I would have shown it to you in class. So I can take test questions from those videos because I'm assuming you watch them. Because if we were in class, you would have watched them because I would have put them on for you. So anything supplemental like that I give you, make sure that you guys actually pay attention to. And definitely watch. Okay, so just to rehash, yes, you guys do have to buy the actual book. Or, I hate to say like some kind of marine biology book because, again, marine biology doesn't really change. Once we discover something, that's pretty much it. But there are, updated phylogenies and different taxonomy and stuff like that. And so you do want to kind of get the book that we have. Now, when it comes to our class, I will never have you guys actually look in the book and do assignments straight out of the book. But I will have you guys do readings and stuff like that. And then this is, again, just to solidify the information that we're actually covering in class, in our lectures and stuff like that. So my lectures and my PowerPoints are going to be where we get the bulk of the test questions from, the bulk of the information from. But again, also those supplementary videos I show you, my videos, any kind of explanation or example that I've given you, especially here in class, those could always be, easy test questions or something like that. The atlas and stuff like that is going to be really helpful when you actually come to parts of animals. So even though we're not doing these dissections here in class, I'm still going to have you guys do some online dissections and stuff like that, at least best as I can. Labster has some stuff. I'm going to try to see if I can get you guys supplemental stuff. That'll probably be more like homework than labs, but again, I want you guys to know the 3D structures of some of these animals. So I'm going to show you guys little diagrams. I'm going to show you guys little pictures. You'll need to know what the pinchers on a crab is called. Those are called chellates or chelipeds. Stuff like that. And so all of these are going to be potentially, quiz questions, test questions, and stuff like that. Now, speaking of quizzes and tests, we do have, of course, quizzes and tests throughout the semester. You'll have a quiz probably every other week, something like that. Test, you can assume that there's going to be about every 3 to 4 weeks. You should assume that there's going to be a test because we do have 4 midterms before we actually get to the final. Now, each of the midterms are going to cover those chapters that we've, come before the actual tests. And so in your module, it'll say Module 1, and those are all the chapters that are going to be covered under test number 1. Module 2, the same thing. All of those chapters are going to be covered under test number 2. Now, the final is cumulative, and you're like, no! Yes, unfortunately, you can't just memorize temporarily. The final is cumulative, so you do have to make sure that you're paying attention throughout everything and you're kind of reminding yourself of what's going on. Now, for the cumulative final, I do test questions from previous tests, and so I could take tests from questions from tests 1 through 4 and put those on the final, especially if it's test questions that maybe everybody missed, or I think it's something that's really important and we're trying to emphasize that concept. I will put those on the final again, so you can always go back on Canvas and check the answers that you got wrong and study off of them. So make sure that you guys are studying off of those tests. Those are really, really useful for the final because, again, I could just pull questions from there and put them back on the final. So it's always important to go back and actually study the test questions. Now, the test, you will have usually a couple days to do it. But once the test is closed, then you'll actually be able to see your incorrect answers. So, now mind you, I have to write all these tests into Canvas, so I'm sitting there typing every A, B, C, D, E answer for every single question, for every single test. So if I get something wrong, or maybe I clicked B as a correct answer, but the computer didn't read it, and it says C is the correct answer, if there's any issues like that, please let me know right away, and I will fix them. Because if anybody's taking the test after you, I can fix it for them so that not every single person is like, I don't understand the question. So just let me know. I'm only human, and I'm typing in all these things by myself. So if there's anything that's wrong, or you think maybe might be an incorrect question, let me know, and I'm happy to go back and fix it and change your grade. If it says you got it wrong and I think it's right, and the question actually is right, but it was just marked wrong, I will fix that for you. So it's always in your benefit to double check some of those things and then let me know if there is an issue. What else? So the labs are going to be done through Labster, and again, make sure that you guys are paying attention to the Labsters every single week, as well as homework assignments. So I can assign you guys take-home labs, take-home homeworks, as supplemental kind of stuff like that. Stuff that we either would have done in class or I would have assigned you in class. Now, the labs are a big part of your grade, so make sure that you don't miss the labs. The labs will be due every single Monday because our class meets Monday, Wednesdays. So usually they're going to be due every single Monday. I will assign one on Monday, and it will be due the following Monday. So you guys have a week to do them. And usually I put the labs up way early. In fact, I think they're already up right now. So if you guys want to go and do all the entire semester's worth of labs right now, do it. I'm not going to stop you, right? Remember, you can go ahead, but you can't fall behind. So if you guys want to get all that done early before maybe midterms and finals, do it. It's not going to hurt. Just don't fall behind. Let's see, what else? If you are an access student, you have some kind of disability or anything like that, please have them contact me. They'll send me all your paperwork. If you think that you might be a student who needs extra help like that, like we're talking extra time on the test, note takers if we were in class, stuff like that, please go see the access department. It's really super helpful, and it's only to help you guys out. So if you're a student who maybe thinks, I do get anxiety and I don't test well because I'm nervous, but go see them. They can test you, and they can actually give you guys extra time on the test and stuff like that. They send me all that paperwork. So if you are an access student, don't worry about it. I already have your paperwork. If you're not an access student and you think that might be something that you benefit off of, go see them, or virtually go see them. I'm not sure how that works, but contact the access on campus and they can help you out with that. Let's see, what else? No cheating. Let's talk about a big one. Because this class is 100% online, guess what? I can't stop you from pulling out your phone. I can't stop you from looking at a computer. I can't really stop you from doing any of that. So it's going to kind of be academic integrity, right? Because you're supposed to do that anyway. So make sure that you guys are not plagiarizing anything, because guess who also has Wikipedia? All right? So usually what I do, if I see an answer that's way too well written for a regular non-biology major or, community college student, I'm sorry, but I'm going to copy and paste that, and I'm going to put that in my search browser, and exactly what you typed is going to come up. So again, I've taught over the summer on online class, so I know how to catch you. And it's really not that hard. In fact, we have entire programs to detect plagiarism, so just don't do it. So if you are working with another student, again, I can't really stop you with that, but it must always be in your own words. You can read a paragraph about an animal and be like, okay, great, I'm going to put that into my own words. That's fine. You are never allowed to put anything in quotation marks and then just copy and paste it from an outside source, including your textbook. Not allowed. If I see that, I'm going to give you 0 points for it. So do not copy and paste from any outside source, because guess who can check it? And again, this isn't just written on a piece of paper. I can easily just search your stuff online, so don't do it. Right? Get the supplemental information from online. That's an amazing resource, okay? Google things, Wikipedia sometimes. All of these peer-reviewed journals and stuff have amazing information in it, but don't copy and paste it. Okay, so I don't mind if you guys go and you look at other sources that I've given you. That's what you should be doing, right? But just make sure that you're not copying anything, you're not plagiarizing anything, and you're not cheating. Now, when it comes to quizzes and tests, there is time limits, just like in class. These are really, really important for online classes because it prevents you guys from Googling every single answer. The way I design my test is that if you try to Google every single question, you are going to run out of time. That's the only way I can prevent you guys from cheating, is I have to make these questions difficult enough that you can't and you won't have time to go and just search around the internet for it. You really do have to know this stuff. So, can you have your notes out in front of you? Yes. Can you have the textbook out in front of you? Yes. Can I stop you? No. I'm not in your living room or wherever you're taking these classes from. But I will make them conceptual. So if we're talking about an ecosystem or a type of animal, I'm not going to just cut and paste an answer or a question from the PowerPoint. I'm going to make you think about it. based on what you know from the PowerPoints, what would you answer if this was the kind of scenario? Stuff like that. And again, that's just to help you actually like think about this stuff and learn about this stuff on your own, which is super important. All right, so academic honesty is really important. And yes, I will be able to tell. You guys, if you're bringing up stuff, like if I ask you about a certain animal and you're bringing up vocab words that I didn't teach you, you've probably Googled that answer. And guess what? I'm going to be able to tell. I'm not going to give you full credit for that. So, in fact, if you just straight up plagiarize it, I'm going to give you 0 credit for that. So don't do it. Be good. When it comes to grading is really straightforward. 90% and above is an A, 80 to 90 is a B, 70 to 80 is a C. Okay, so I do offer extra credit. Usually on each one of the tests, I will give you guys a couple questions overboard. So if the test is out of 50 questions, maybe I'll give you like 54 questions. Those are 4 questions, 4 points that don't count. Meaning if you miss 4 questions, you can still have a perfect 50 out of 50 score. Yes, I'm that nice. Okay, but these test questions are still hard. So you need to, the only way to get the extra credit is to actually put in the work. So make sure that you guys are there and you're studying and you're doing the labs and you're paying attention and you're reading the books and watching all the videos and stuff like that, like in any other class. What else? Extra credit. I do offer more extra credit, not just on the test, but I offer 3 different types of extra credit. You can do any of the 2 of the 3. So the first one, and I believe this is all on the syllabus. If it's not on the syllabus, it's definitely going to be in the assignments module. It's basically a beach cleanup. Now, we are in quarantine time, so if you are not comfortable going outside of your house and doing a beach cleanup, that's totally fine. But if you are, it's a good thing for the environment. And since all the plastics that get basically just thrown on the side of the road will eventually make their way to the ocean because they don't go anywhere for about 1,000 years. In 1,000 years, yeah, even if you live in the desert, eventually it's going to make its way to the ocean. So that's why I always say, please do a beach cleanup. It's only good for the environment and it's good karma. Now, if you don't drive or you can't get to the beach, I do offer cleanups for anywhere else too. Pretty much find garbage and pick it up. And I'm happy. Like I said, if you're in the desert, all that trash is eventually still going to make its way to the ocean. So we're trying to negate the huge plastic problem that we have. And I know I'm going to lecture all on this later. And yes, it is a little bit depressing, but that's why I make it extra credit, because I want you guys to care about the environment like I do. So if you want to clean up your local park, or, oh my God, the side of highways is the worst. And I'm not saying go walk on the freeway or, the on-ramps right there, because that's where everybody just rudely throws their garbage out. It drives me nuts. But if you can find a safe place to pick up trash outside it's not the beach, I will allow it. Basically for that, all I need you to do is take a selfie, because you guys love to do it so much, with your giant bag of trash. And we're talking kitchen size or larger, not one of these little Target bags. We're talking about a big trash. And just snap a selfie with it, you holding it at your location and a big smile, because I want to see you guys having fun while cleaning stuff up. And you're going to submit that under the extra credit modules tab. The second one is an animal write-up. So you can pick any animal, an animal we've talked about, an animal we haven't talked about, any animal on the entire planet. Doesn't even have to be marine, although I'd prefer it to be marine, just because, marine biology, what? Pick an animal and tell me all about it. You want to learn about the vampire squid, which is really cool, right? Write me a 2-page typed double space, not with huge margins for your name, the date, and half the page is gone, 2 full text pages, because it's extra credit. Gotta do a little bit of work about the animal. Where does it live? Where is it from? What does it eat? What are some of its adaptations? Cool stuff like that. And just write me a little 2-page write-up and submit that under the extra credit modules tab. And the third one is a blood donation. So yes, doesn't have anything to do with marine, but it does have to do with biology, because we are always in a shortage for blood. Blood saves lives, and even in this COVID, we need blood. In fact, we need blood now more than ever. So you guys can make appointments for this. You have all semester long to do any one of these extra credits. And it's really hygienic and it's safe. So if you guys want to go donate blood, you can. Now, some of you might not be of age to donate blood. Some of you might be the weight restrictions. Like, I think you have to weigh like 90 pounds or something like that, because if you're too small, you don't have enough blood. No, I'm kidding. But if you cannot donate blood, or you're just like, I hate needles, you can have someone else donate blood for you. One other person. Not like, I got all 7 of my family members to donate blood, so I get 7 extra credits. No, you get 1 extra credit. But it's biology, and biology is the study of life, and therefore this is doing something for something good for other living organisms. So that's why I'm having you guys do it. So blood donation, animal write-up, or beach cleanup, you guys can do any of the 2 of the 3. Okay, I will only take 2 of the 3, because again, I'm not going to give you that many extra credit points, but there's still more extra credit potential throughout the semester. So be here, be present, and you guys will be fine. What else? I already talked about no makeup exams. You must be there. Remember, I give you a couple days, and usually they're posted about a week out, so you have plenty of time to get this stuff done. So make sure that you guys actually do it. When it comes to grades are non-negotiable. You know, I offer you guys extra credit. I offer you guys, I have certain lenience sometimes. Like if you're like, oh, I had all these things happen. Like I had a student who had COVID over the summer. So they're like, I've been in the hospital for 2 weeks, but I'm still in summer session. Can you help me? And I'm like, yeah, okay, fine. I'll do a little leniency there. But otherwise, this is your responsibility to be in class, to pay attention to like due dates and deadlines, and pay attention to tests and stuff like that. So make sure that you guys are actively paying attention to this. And the dates are already up, so if you're worried about what dates, just go check online. Let's see. Don't plagiarize. Already talked like that. Already talked about that. Quizzes, exams, we already talked about that. No cheating. No plagiarizing. I think that's pretty much it. So the schedule is online. Oh, excuse me. The schedule is online for you guys. I'm here for you guys if you guys ever need anything. This is going to be it for our first lecture. So this would be like our introductory meeting. Up next is going to be Introductory to Biology. It was originally recorded for my biology class, but it's the exact same lecture for marine biology. So I'm just going to have you guys watch that while I get everything else ready for your semester. So bear with me. Like I said, I'm going to have the videos up as soon as I possibly can. Each week, so make sure that you're paying attention to that and actually watch the videos. If you want to, you can go to my YouTube page. It is Biology with Stephanie. Just click on that. All of my videos come off, and all of my regular biology videos are there too. So if you find yourself bored and you really want to watch me lecture more, you can watch things like photosynthesis and stuff like that, because I do teach all of that for my intro biology class. So that's it. I hope you guys are excited as I am. I know this is not easy. Like I said, I'm funny, but not to my kitchen. So I'm trying to be as entertaining as I possibly can for you guys. Like I said, I really wish that we were in class. I pushed us to meet the semester in class, but safety reasons, it's better that we're safe than sorry. So I do apologize that we're not meeting in class. If you guys really want to come join me, in the springtime, I do teach a marine biology field trip class through Oxnard, and you guys are sister schools, Moore Park and Oxnard, so it's really easy to go register over there, and it's on the weekends, and it's only 10 weekends out of the entire semester. So we go to places like SeaWorld, we go to San Simeon to go see elephant seals and do camping, we go to the intertidal zone, we go to the Long Beach Aquarium, we go everywhere. We go just so many really, really cool places. And, you know, maybe you've been to SeaWorld or maybe you've been to an aquarium before, but you've never been with a marine biologist. So I tell you so many fun facts and cool stuff. So in the springtime, spring 2021, if you guys want to join my class, you can always email me too. That's marine conservation? I don't even know what that class is. But you can email me because that's 6 months from now. And I need to focus on this class. And so do you. So I'm going to go and I'm going to get the rest of your lectures recorded for you guys. I will see you soon. Like I said, if you ever need to contact me, go ahead. If you want to schedule like a private Zoom session with me, you can. I do request at least like 2 days notice so I can kind of figure out my schedule and squeeze you guys in, because I work like 7 jobs, which is so much fun. So again, if I kind of mess up on the due dates or it takes me a minute to get back to you guys, please bear with me. I'm doing the best that I can. This online learning it's kind of difficult for everybody, so I'm doing my absolute best. I hopefully you guys like the class and you like my lectures. And that's it. I will see you guys soon, and I hope you stay safe and stay well. And welcome to marine biology. It's going to be a blast.